I bet you guys are wondering what we are doing here right now. Well, I'm about to say why we are here right now because, I just realized that we had about one more item we needed just for an upgrade for a certain item, and I decided to go back and get it real quick since I can go ahead and get it. So I thought, let's take care of it now, shall we? And that's what we're about to do. And it is our shield that is getting an upgrade because at this point we have collected 4 dust relics, at least 3 bird feathers, 3 monster hearts, and at least 1 blue feather. And with that, we can have our final upgrade of our shield.
Okay!
Okay! And now that we get it all tinkered up real quick. We now got ourselves the Goddess Shield. It repairs itself with sacred power and is even more durable than the other versions of the shield. And now that that's done...
Ooh!
Now check it out. It even has the faces of the gods and the goddess shells. And it now has at least a decent amount of health. Not a lot, but we can live with it. So there we go. This is the shield we'll be using for the rest of the game at the very least. Now, one more thing I do want to check out though. Okay, we don't have any upgrades for this.
Ooh!
Okay. And also, there's also a God's Cube treasure here, which I didn't even realize we had one over here, so... And here we got... That gives us a gold ruby and it's worth 300 rupees! Don't tell anyone. Okay, back to the intro. Hey, CoolPika here, and welcome back to more Let's Play of The Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword. In the last part, we made the Skipper's Retreat, got the sea chart, made our way to the shipyard, wrote some Minecraft, and wasted absolutely a lot of time, knowing that there was no information here at all. And in this part, we have learned we decided the best way to go is infiltrate the pirate stronghold, because that's our best bet right now. And that's exactly what we're going to be doing. So let's go say goodbye to the shipyard and all that anxiety we had to go through, even though I first tried everything. Jeez. But now that we're done here, let's set sail to the pirate stronghold. This is pretty scary. The pirate captain is a medical maniac. He's got no shortage of evil underlings too. I never want to lay eyes on him again, but if you want to take the ship back, then we have no choice. The pirate stronghold is here at this X mark. I'm not really sure why we need a beacon this, but because that's pretty straightforward. It's actually not far from here. Turn up whatever you humans have instead of bolts. The waste. Unless you're referring to something else, then we're not going into that. Alright, here we go. Let's follow our blue light. Ignore all these guys. And let's make our way to the pirate stronghold. Because it's not really a long trip whatsoever. And look at that. We're already there. Let's make our way to the pirate stronghold and take over the base. There's a big flag right there. And here we are. Not a real long trip whatsoever. It seems like there really isn't a way in right now. This is easily as scary as I thought it would be. But if you think about it, they shall be dead. Wait. How does he know? The only reason I'm up and about like this is because of the time shift done on the boat. I have nothing to worry about. I feel better now, Jordan. It is time for you to go look for my ship. I'll wait here, of course. He knows. He knows the only reason he is here right now is because of that time shift stone. I don't believe it. Wow. It sounds like he is accepting his fate. Oh man. And I didn't even have to tell him. He just figured that out on his own. Or he just knew the purpose of that time shift stone. I'm not sure. Guess it's just like his intention. But when you think about it morally, it's like he guarded Ares' flame. And the... Okay, Monster Claw. I did not need to have this notification that we got this. Now when you think about it, it's like he knew that we would arrive one day and help him out. So he invented the time shift stone in order to come in here and help him and so we will be able to get the flame. Okay, so what we need to do here is go up the nostrils. I think that's what we need to do. We need to go through the nostrils. Over here we got like a hole. Silver rupees. Okay, maybe there's nothing but silver rupees there. Actually, let's collect the silver rupees. I want to collect them. Well. Straight up your nose. Go away, please. Alright. I want the money. I want the money. Because there's freaking silver rupees in there. No! Come on! I want the silver rupees. There we go! 1,000 rupees. There we go. We made some profit today. I needed that profit. So, based on the look of this entrance, we can't really go in there. But there is a side entrance. And that side entrance is right here. Yeah. We don't even have to worry about security or anything. And besides, why would they be security? They're already dead. But however, we do have like... Master, please take a look. So this device is looks like meant to hold a time shift stone, but there's not one currently installed. It's a 5% chance that the same type of device is the one we counted in a narrow mine. So that indicates that time shift stones were used in this facility as a kind of power source. Well, it's kind of no duh at this point, because how do you think the mines used them? We kind of already got that idea. So there's not much we can do here. But maybe if we look around, we can find some sort of time shift stone. But here we are. The pirate stronghold, or what was the pirate stronghold to say the least. Now there's just really nothing left. Oh, there actually are things here. My document file just opened up. Take care of that later. Except these guys. So this place isn't totally abandoned. We got those guys. Pick a perfect time to enter a nunchucks. Okay, a lizard tail right there. Do the dance. There we go. Dead. Oh boy. So this place isn't entirely abandoned. I mean, we still got some... There's still like monsters roaming around here, and that's about it. There are... Pirates are dead, but that doesn't mean there's monsters. There's not going to be any monsters roaming around here, because that's what we'll definitely find here. Lots and lots of monsters. And here we got a time. This is a bit different. Master, please take a look. This object is called the Time Shift Orb. I conjectured that unlike the Time Shift stones we've seen, this device was designed to be carried around and installed in different locations. Okay, now this is pretty interesting. Now we can use this. This is also... This is the Time Shift Orb. This is a bit different from what we've seen. We can now... This is actually an orb that we can carry around. And as you can see from this place, it's really like advanced. And now that we're here, the pirates are actually alive now. So now we're gonna be facing some pirates here. You think we're not gonna be facing them? But here we are. We are definitely gonna be facing those pirates. Hey, look at those hallways. This is like really advanced. Okay, got that machine blocking the way. I'll get that out of the way. Now, this orb. While this is a very useful orb, there's actually more to this. There's actually more to this, to be honest. There's actually a lot, and I mean a lot more to this orb. Now, this may be an item that we have to use to conjure throughout the dungeon. This is also a very significant item in the lore of the entire Zelda universe. What do you mean by that? Well, how do I explain this? Around like a certain point of the anniversary of Zelda, it was given... Zelda came out called the Hyrule Historia, which it acknowledges the lore of the entire Zelda universe and confirms an official timeline. Which it even has like a bunch of concept art, and it had like a bunch of concept art stuff behind the lore and the timeline itself and all the eras from like down to Skyward Sword and of course down the road to Ocarina of Time, and after that it just branches out into 3 different eras. It alternates based on the hero's victory or defeat. And why am I involving the Historia into this? Well, Skyward Sword is the first in the timeline, and into the Historia, it lightly confirmed that this time shift orb, is used to create an item that will be really significant in the Ocarina of Time. And what item would that be? That is indeed the Ocarina of Time itself. Yes. The Historia vaguely confirmed that this item is indeed the same orb that is used to creating the Ocarina of Time and how the Ocarina of Time was made. So now you know. Okay, in this treasure you got an evil crystal. That's be useful for later. Maybe not though, because there's definitely going to be some items we're going to be selling later. But like I said, I'm waiting till the last item to sell stuff. But yes, this was indeed a part of the lore. And yes, and maybe later on, there probably will be some stuff along the line of these other Zelda games that probably will add on to the lore a bit. Which, within any given case whatsoever, if there's anything that I see that I know that involves the lore of the entire Zelda universe, I will point them out. Just to let you know. But right now, we've got ourselves some situation here. We got plants blocking the way. Okay, let's just run. I'm just gonna run. Let me run. I'm running. Don't need to deal with you guys. But yeah, like I said, anything involved in the lore, I will bring it up. Because I feel like it's something that I'm not seeing as much talk about. But yeah, I did not make up the time warp thing. It is not really a theory. And it's not really a theory because this is not a theory whatsoever, because this is indeed a thing that has been confirmed by the Historia. And it is canon, to say the very least. And the Historia is an official Nintendo content, which, by the way, I have, and I say I have, on me from, which is definitely something I have on me right now, because when I first got the Wii U, I got the Zelda Edition Wii U, which gave me which also gave me the Wind Waker edition to it, which gives you like a free installation of the Wind Waker, and not only that, it also gives you a download code to download the Hyrule Historia, and that's the only way you can get the Hyrule Historia is through that special edition, which unfortunately that is not selling now. That is no longer selling, so you really can't get it, but if you want, but it's definitely worth something, but it's definitely, I think there is but even if you don't have that special edition, I'm sure there is a way you can get it. Like, if you really want to get it, like, check somewhere out on Amazon, because you might find something like that. Because really, if you're like really into the lore of The Legend of Zelda, I recommend you check it out, because I do think it is something you can. Because even though you don't have the Wii U I have, which you gotta have that Wind Waker edition. You gotta have that Wind Waker edition, a version of it, of the Wii U, which that's probably not out, but I think it is sellable on Amazon. I'm just gonna look it up real quick just to make sure I'm not crapping on you real quick. And yeah, I am not bullcrapping whatsoever, because it is apparently on sale on Barnes & Noble and Amazon and eBay, which that cover, it exists. And the price, to say the least, it ranges around like $22 at the very least, and it usually depends on where you're getting this at. Now, if you were to purchase this on Amazon, this would cost about if I can pull this up real quick, at least $23. Yeah. So now you know. Not too pricey to say the least, but I think that's sort of reasonable. So buy it if you're only really interested in the lore, and if you're like a diehard Zelda fan. I only recommend it to diehard Zelda fans like me. So if you're one of those diehard Zelda fans, get it, because it is definitely worth the read and definitely worth going through the lore. I mean, it doesn't also go through the lore, it also goes through some other concepts as well, like, you can see some concept art too, which, that's also really cool. And yeah, it is really worth the read. I mean, and like I said, even if you don't have the Wind Waker edition of the Wii U, you can still get an installation of it. You can still find it. It's still findable. Just look somewhere on Amazon or online or eBay, and that's pretty much your best bet. But anyways, yeah. I really like going over the lore a bit. Which, if you have any Zelda Let's Plays, any more Zelda Let's Plays down the line, which we definitely will have more Let's Plays down the line, I will go into those lores. Or maybe a lore could be revisited. So yeah, that's basically it. Okay, with that being said, I'm having the time shift done right there. We got this. Just down and opening it up right there. That was the case, so now we can use this to make our way through here. And proceed further. We now have like more of those statues that we saw before. If you don't want to fight two... Now what's great about this is, if you don't want to fight both of them at once, I think we can set this up to fight both of them, to at least fight at least one of them at a time. And look at that, am I right? So, we can deal with this like one at a time now. So, that's pretty useful if you... So this will be pretty useful. Now time wars are pretty useful, so it's less of a pain, and that's a good thing. Oh yeah, but so that means, but however, we are pretty limited to the space we have. Come on, come on! Don't run me over like that. Okay, now that's done. Take that out. Oh, that hurt. Alright. There we go. Now that he's down, let's take on the next guy. Ready for a fight? I'm sure I am. Then I'm gonna stab your tongue. That's... Ow! Gee, that's... Alright, now that's done. Stab you right there, and... That kid carries that, and we're opening up. We are good to go. And there's nothing else here, and... This takes us back... This takes us back to the entrance. See... The reason we couldn't go back the way we came is because that lightning fence was there. And what did we do for us? Well... That opened up the main entrance. And you're probably going to be wondering, what did this do for us? What did this do for us? Did we waste our time again? Oh no! Oh no, did we... How to... Well... Maybe not entirely. This probably isn't entirely a waste of time. Because... we had to go here to discover this. Let's just walk down here for a bit, and... I have information to report, Master. Please take a look. There is a 60% probability that these masts are these sails from the ship that protect Nero's flame. You can now set your dowsing ability to search for the ship that holds Nero's flame. So now that gives us the dowsing ability to find the ship. So now we can hunt down the ship while it's invisible. But we're not... Before we call it even for today, I've got one more scene we gotta do, because just one quick little scene. There is now a hook shot right here. Shoot onto that. Go up here, because now this is available. And when we get up here, we got ourselves a goddess cube. Now let's just raise our sword up and hit it down. I'll see you in the sky. You know, I just find it funny they did not put an intentional hole right there like they did back in that last Goddess Cube we got. But anyways, let's drop down, and we've got a lot done. And you could say that this is a pretty informative episode today. And besides, we've also went into a bit of the Zelda lore, which I do want to go through more of that lore down the line whenever I see one. Although I will have to go to... But however, I will have to go through the story again to make sure I know what the next game is, depending on the next game, to make sure I go through the lore. But if there's any more lore that I know of in this game that we bring up, it will be brought up in the appropriate time and when I can bring it up. So with that being said, we're done here for today. We now have our clues to get to the ship, so next time on Let's Play The Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword, we shall be heading down to... We're gonna take back the ship and get Naira's flame. See you guys then.